get this right. You're saying that one shoulder sits up higher than the other shoulder.
One of your shoulders on your body, which would be my right, if people can see this shit. My right shoulder. Look, I'm sitting up parallel. Hold on. I'm trying to get in the screen. Let me fix my damn chair. You should have. I'm sitting up parallel. It's parallel the right word, right? And one of my shoulders.
You need some sort of point of reference when you use parallel.
Right. My right shoulder sits higher than my left shoulder. Why in the two-tone hell is this?
I'm saying my right shoulder does the same thing. Now, Dean, I'm right-handed. Are you right-handed?
Yes, I'm right-handed.
There you go.
That don't mean shit.
I'm just saying.
How the hell that mean? Why that mean in the damn thing?
Okay,
man?
Let me ask you this. Do you use why is it that your legs are always stronger than your arms?
Your legs are always stronger than your arms?
Yeah.
I guess we stand on them longer. Hell, I don't know.
No, that's right. Look, Occam's razor always says that the simplest answer is probably the right answer. So yeah, you walk around on your legs, you're standing, you do a lot of squatting and all kinds of stuff naturally. So your legs are bigger. You work out those muscles more than you do your arm muscles. Right?
Okay. I got another question. If
you're riding and raising your hand and pointing, oh man, I'm Titans. You know what I mean? Then you're gonna get more of a workout.
Don't get me started on them some bitches tonight. Do not get me started on them damn Titans tonight.
Wait. Okay, you know what? Wait. Go. Here we are. Welcome back to Let's Talk with Gales and Dean. I'm your host, Gales. And to my left is...
Man, hell, it's me, the insane, Mr. Dean. Excuse the hell out of me if I ain't in no good mood tonight. I got perfectly good damn reason. The Tennessee Titan, my Titan, we suck ass. That's right, I said it. Terrible. Offensive line is terrible. Play calling. Ha! Ryan Tannehill sent his ass somewhere. Throw him out in the damn deep sea somewhere. The defense soft as shit. Derrick Henry got 9 carries for 0 damn yards. We talking about Derrick Henry. And nothing. I'm not taking nothing away from the Buffalo Bills before you start your shit, because I know you're going to try to say the Buffalo Bills are a good team. They are. They damn good. They are. Look, I'm telling you. They good. I can see them making a push for the Super Bowl. That's how good they are. I didn't believe in Josh Allen a couple of years ago.
Who did?
That's a bad boy.
I didn't believe in Josh Allen a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's a bad boy. Stephon Diggs and then that defense. But the Tennessee damn Titans, no way should be getting your ass kicked. 41-7 on Prime TV. Excuse my French right now. Fuck the Titans. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, man. I'm not playing. Prime time TV, Gales. Prime time, man. Look, you know Tennessee is not a big market for football, right? Titan. We're not. So when you get the opportunity to get your ass on prime time, you don't go out there and get your ass wiped out 41-7. And it's still like damn 11 minutes left in the game. We might get beat 50-7. They put Case Keenum in the game for the Buffalo. He done played for every damn team in the NFL except the damn Titans. And he's gonna throw a touchdown pass. Fuck out of here, man. Excuse my French again. I'm pissed.
Is that French? I've always been curious about this.
I don't know what the hell it is. This lingo. French? Shit. It's terrible. Ryan Tannehill. My little quarterback for my little Winsfield Wildcats team could throw a pass better than Ryan Tannehill. He's terrible.
Shout out to the Winsfield Wildcats.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. 2-0 the Winsfield Wildcats. And to the 8U Columbia Nailers, Antrez Booker, you said you want to smoke. Bring your ass out here, and it'll be a waste of a 5-hour trip. We'll kick y'all ass. That's it. You don't want these problems.
Tennessee
you don't want these problems with my Winsfield Wildcats. 8U. Back to these damn sorry-ass Titans. I'm a fan, so I can talk shit about it. We are terrible right now. We're terrible. Taylor Lewan got hurt first play of the game. This some bitch get hurt every damn game. He play 2 minutes, he go down. He talk all type of shit. He needs to stick to podcasting. He's terrible too. This is bad.
Oh, that man said stick to podcasting. So look, real quick, the expression originates from the 19th century and was used literally when English people used French expressions in conversation. They would often apologize for it, presumably because many of the listeners were not familiar with the language. So it just became sort of a thing. You say a French thing and no one understands, so you apologize for it. So
I don't know nothing about none of that
F
shit.
The F word
right
is not necessarily French. Yeah.
It's funny how I damn producer just keep paying the man going across the damn screen tonight because they know I'm gonna light this shit up tonight.
The Titans are live and not doing well, man. Like I hear you.
Bro, you should look. Your Dallas Cowboys playing good. The damn Detroit Lions are playing better football than the Tennessee Titans. You've got to be damn kidding me. You're right, Ben. I agree with it. I agree with Ben on that. Lewan should have been gone. Lewan talked all that shit, and he can't stay on the field no more than 5 minutes. He's hurt again.
But you can't control injuries. That's one of the most devastating things.
You can't.
Hey, come on, man. If you are putting in work for months and months at a time, sacrificing time with your family or whatever, like that's rough to just say don't get hurt. Like
you're right. You're right. It's been a lot of injuries in these games on both sides. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying about this big lurch is he talks every week. He talks every damn season. All he do is talk. Go talk to your damn nutritionist about getting your damn meal plan changed so your ass can stay at the damn game or your damn trainer. Somebody.
Nutritionist.
Where's my cousin? Untamed. Go train Taylor Lewan ass. Get his damn soft tissues right or something. Some bitch get hurt every game. He's out again. Terrible ass. I mean, I'm telling you what. It ain't funny. You played offense tackle.
Listen.
You didn't get hurt much, so what's the difference?
Like, I don't know. But I mean, I can't speak to that because I wasn't really a trash talker because I just wasn't good at it. Right?
Yeah, but you handled your business.
Right. But I mean, I was never on the NFL level, right? I never made it to the NFL. Who knows? Maybe you'd be trashing me. It's a really, really hard thing to do, man.
I'm not going to trash you.
Walker said, now, Dean.
What is he going to say? You can't. I'm not. Have I said anything wrong? Anybody in the chat, have I said anything wrong about my Titans? And especially about Taylor Lewan ass and Tanner Hill, sorry ass. Tanner Hill.
All right.
That's the highest paid, suckiest ass quarterback in the NFL.
He's still going.
He worse than damn Kirk Cousins. And that's pretty damn bad.
Oh, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. And Kirk Cousins, that's a weird one, too. Like, 1 week he's the greatest ever. Next week he's the worst ever. He has
I tell you one damn thing. He ain't great tonight because they getting their ass kicked, too.
Again, like, he had this weird streak going where I think it was he, like, basically never loses 2 games in a row.
Hey, guess what? Go figure. Tennessee Titans just turned the ball over again. I'm telling you, I don't drink during the week. I really don't drink anyway, but I'm finna pop a bottle at damn 1800. Sure am.
Come on, man. Not on a Monday night. I know it's football doubleheader night.
This terrible, man. I can't go talk shit tomorrow at work about the Titans.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody knows what's coming with Derrick Henry. If you're not going to be imaginative as far as play calling,
you're right.
Be willing to adjust, basically on the go. Like I really wonder if this will work. I've always wanted this in the NFL because the NFL is so precise now, right? Mm-hmm. Every little detail matters. Even with these guys going for it on 4th down, that's because of a mathematical statistic. You just statistically have a better chance if you go for it on 4th down now. I mean, something we knew back in the day when we were playing Madden, and we didn't know any of the punters because we never punted, right?
Right.
But with it being that precise, I wonder if you put a bunch of plays in a bag and just literally shook it up, pulled it out, ran it no matter what, I wonder how many times that will actually work.
I don't know. But I see Mr. Walker in the comments said you could have had Mariota. He's balling out for my Atlanta Falcons. Kiss my ass. Mariota, Tannehill. Mariota was terrible when he was with us too. Tannehill terrible. We've been jinxed. We ain't had a good damn quarterback since who? He's dead and gone. Steve McNair. It's the curse of Steve McNair. When they locked Steve McNair, when they locked him out of that facility and they never did apologize, we've been cursed ever since. You don't never lock Steve McNair out. He was the best player that ever. That was the best player. That was the best player that came through the Titans. Steve McNair. I argue that with anybody. Steve McNair was our best player ever as a Tennessee Titan. The best player ever. You can put Eddie George up and you can put Frank Reichek, but Steve McNair is Tennessee Titans. You think of the Titans, you think of the Houston Oilers when they came to Tennessee, not the Houston Oilers before, but when they came to Tennessee, when you think of them, who you think of? Air freaking McNair. I ain't lying. And we've been cursed ever since. Bro, we're cursed when it comes to this quarterback shit. I don't think we gonna. You damn right, Black. Who the hell wants Mariota? Last time Mariota was good when he was at Oregon, because they did all that damn loop-de-loop video game shit. He couldn't do that in the NFL. He's terrible too. I can't believe you said that, D-Walk. Stick to basketball.
Oh no.
You're still my boy though.
The Lions got the W though. But look, I don't know, man. You were saying before, and I'm trying. Look, I need everybody in the comments to help my boy Dean out. Because he is thinking about, because he lives up there in Missouri, right? He is thinking about trading in the Titans for the Chiefs. Please explain yourself.
First of all, I'm not going to do it. I'm just talking shit. And you really finna get Brown in here talking about I jump teams. Thank you very much, Gales. I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying if I was to do it, since I'm already in Missouri, I would jump to Kansas City.
Well, why do you sound like OJ? Oh, if I would have done it, here's how. Like, come on, man. What do you mean?
That mean my ass would probably do it.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Patrick Mahomes, so when they don't play the Titans, I root for Patrick Mahomes because he is a different quarterback, just like Lamar Jackson. I can't stand the Ravens, but Lamar Jackson is a good quarterback. These guys are electrifying. They changing the game when it comes to quarterback. Like, they changing how quarterback plays. I'm going to still root for the Titans, but I'm a diehard fan, so I can go off about them. I ain't one of these cupcake-ass fans going to be like, oh, it's all right, it's all right. No, fuck, it ain't all right. We just got our ass whooped on national TV, and something got to be fixed. The O-line is terrible. The offensive line is not blocking. If we keep Derrick Henry after this year, because did he sign a 1 or 2 year extension? I don't know. But it ain't Derrick. He ain't got no room to do nothing. When you running the ball and you already see 5 blue jerseys in the backfield, I don't give a damn how great of a running back you is. You're not going to do nothing against that. The Bills' defense is good, man. The Bills are good. We came out flat. They wasn't ready to play this game, and the Bills' coaching staff had a better coaching. They had a better coaching strategy against us tonight. Josh Allen, can't stand him, but that some gun can throw that damn football. Balled out on him. Tannehill, Tannehill. I ain't even calling him by his last name no more. We everybody started calling Westbrook. We got to come up with a damn Tanny any because he throw up so many damn interceptions. Interception Tanny.
I'm not doing it. Can't do it. But
he's back to Westbrook now. I ain't jumping on no damn bandwagon. I'm still going for the Titans.
There it is, man. Like, I don't know. I like how you're doing it though, because I was talking to a fellow Cowboys fan and just kind of dragging them a little bit because I want my team to do better. I want the ownership to do better. I want the players to do better. I just want them all to do better.
Right.
We've been losing for over 2 decades. I think that's a mark of real love, right? You tell people, how you can actually improve. But yeah, I've never once thought about trading teams, which is.
But at least y'all guys made a splash pick with Michael Parsons. That's a start to the new franchise. Dude is going to be kind of Lawrence Taylor-ish. I'm not going to give him LT all the way, but ish. He kind of like Lawrence Taylor. He's unblockable. He lines up left. He lines up right. So most guys rush in. They more comfortable on left or right side. This dude comfortable on either side. You can put him in the middle, shoot the gap. I see no weaknesses in his game. That's why I'm giving them that LT type of vibe. So y'all made a start on defense. I like Dak, but I just don't think Dak is the French. He's not the guy. Hell, go out and get Kaepernick. Give him a chance. Give Kaepernick a chance.
Let that man rest. Kaepernick is not coming. Listen, I need everybody to understand something. He's not ever coming back. And it's not even at this point, like, well, they'll never let him back. Like, they gave him so much money in the settlement. They don't even talk about how much they gave him. Right? They are changing things left and right to try to make sure something like this doesn't openly happen again. You know, especially on the backs of the Brian Flores lawsuit, which nobody is talking about now. Nobody's talking about how.
You're right. Nobody is talking about that.
Right. The Bionic Man, you got Tom Brady was wrapped up in all that. Right? Like, you know, the owner has some Michigan ties. They were trying to get Harbaugh, who obviously has some Michigan ties. And then Tom Brady, who, again, has some Michigan ties. They were trying to put something together. Like, all those weapons were probably meant for Tom Brady. But because of the lawsuit by Brian Flores, that kind of blew everything up. But
you're right. But like,
this is hard. Look, Buffalo is really, really good.
They are
this good, but they're really good, man. Who knows? A couple of different bounces. Who knows?
Buffalo is damn good. But like me and you were kind of joking around with me, like, don't take nothing away from Buffalo early when folks say. And Buffalo is great. They're good as hell, man. I can't take them. Like I said, I can see them. Damn them. I can see. Hold on, I lost. My bad. I hit the thing. I can see them damn near making a Super Bowl run. But you know, to make a Super Bowl run, who they going to have to go through? Probably Kansas City.
I mean, there are no strangers to that. There's no strangers to that. If everything is clicking, and like you said, with because first of all, let's take a quick detour to the Bengals. What the crap is going on with the Bengals? Right?
You know what I think the thing was with the Bengals? I think the Bengals got hot at the right time last year. They got hot, they got the rolling, and caught everybody off guard. And I mean, me and you play sports and we coach sports. You always tell your team, you always tell your players, if you get hot at the right time, you can make a run. Teams do it in the World Series, teams do it in the NCAA finals, teams can do it in the NBA. You might not win the NBA championship, but you get hot at the right time. You can sneak up on 10. That's what the Bengals did last year. I ain't taking nothing away from Joe Burrow, bad boy. What's the wide receiver name? Man, not Justin Jefferson. Jamar Chase, bad boy. But they offensive line, terrible. Their offensive line was terrible last year. They just put together a good run and made it to the Super Bowl and almost won it. So they just got hot at the right time, but they getting exposed this year.
Yep. See, I don't know, man. Titans. So I don't know, man. Because what you said is right. You definitely want to have a slow build, and peak, like you said, at the right time. But that's tough, man, because you're supposed to be at that level doing your absolute best every play, working towards perfection. Even though you can never achieve it, you always work towards perfection, right? Practice makes better. It does not make perfect. But how do you get those guys to, hang in there when they're at the low point, and then keep climbing to make sure they do like they did last year, peak at the right time, and then make a run? How do you keep all those bodies healthy? How do you keep all those pieces moving in the right direction? I mean, it's so difficult to do. I think people don't really understand that. You just have to respect it, man. From the worst team to the best.
Well, I'm not discrediting nothing you said, because everything you said right. But you got to also realize a lot of these guys start making money, right? A lot of money, more money than about 80% of them ever seen in their life, especially if you came up in the hood or poverty and anything. So sometimes I question they work ethic because they got so much money. Do they really want to go out here and win championships and really play football? Or is they, you making all this money and you like, well, I got something to fall back on even if I don't play. So sometimes I question that, because You never know because these guys are making, especially now, man. Athletes make more money nowadays than we ever seen before. So you sometimes I question the effort, sometimes I question the want to. When guys come in out of shape, like your boy Leonard Fournette, dude came in 40 pounds overweight. But he signed a big contract, so you got to be like, okay, do he really care about football, or he just signed the contract? Be like, well, I'm paid now. So and I ain't saying all of the guys that play professional ball like it. A lot of them got the want to. Look at your Kobe's. Look at your, you know who I'm talking about. Then it's other guy, Devontae Adams. Like we on football, Devontae Adams. Your boy Saquon blew out his knee, and they said he was done. Well, right now, so far, Saquon they're looking pretty damn good to me. You know what I mean? So you guys like that, they want to play, and these guys already paid all type of endorsement deal, but these guys really want to get out there and win for their team. So you're not questioning guys like that. But you remember when Albert Hainsworth got the $100 million? That dude didn't play hard no more. He was like, they paid me. I ain't playing hard no more, and never did.
Admitted it.
I didn't play hard no more. I ate what I wanted to. I wouldn't work it out. I got my $100 million. I was done, and he didn't care no more. And so, how many more of them are doing that?
I think that's part of a small percentage, man. Because you got to think, football is life for some of these guys, and we try to warn, parents and youth athletes right now to make sure to already start changing your mindset. Like, football is not who you are; it's something you do. And anything you do, you should try to do it to the best of your ability. But that is not, we got to stop these kids from wrapping up their personality into, oh, I am football. I am a quarterback, and that bleeds into every aspect of my life. Like, no, it's not who you are, it's what you do. But I do think that a lot of the times, I think the majority of people are literally out here fighting for a lifelong goal or dream. And that can be very powerful. It really focuses people's minds. When I say I want to be an NFL player, great, right? But I think the problem is you don't really think it all the way through. You want to be an NFL player, and then what? That's why they talk about the greats. When they sign those contracts and get drafted, they say, okay, now the real work begins. Not, oh, I made it. It's now the real work begins. We were talking about Jamarcus Russell, and we watched a short clip of him, right? It's the mindset of each individual, but I think the majority is they have this goal of doing things, but where's the goal pointed at?
And so I'm looking in the chat, and I see our boy BT Brian Towney say y'all hear about Imani Bates. I was just talking to you about this guy. So for y'all who don't know Imani Bates was the #1 player in the nation coming out of high school like 2 years ago. Reclassified. Actually was supposed to be a senior in high school last year. He reclassified and went on to Memphis, and really didn't do nothing. That's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. You can dominate in high school, but when you get in football or basketball, even baseball, when you get to that next level, dude, everybody is as good or better than you. You're not just gonna come in dominating. You got to put in the work. Imani Bates should have never reclassified. Imani Bates weighed like 170 pounds soaking wet. I didn't even see him play defense when he did play. He was a good offense player, but you got to think, okay, you coming in 6'8", 170, where you're going to have to guard somebody 6'8", 220, 230, faster than you, bigger than you, smarter than you. And now he got in all this trouble. He got pulled over and got like 3 felony counts of gun charges. Steaming back to you already had a juvenile record anyway. This is one of these kids that's been so good in sports all his life that he really don't think the law applies to him. And now you're getting a record that's following you. That's going to follow you all the way to if you do make the NBA, because he transferred and now he's at Eastern Michigan. That's where he grew up at. He's from, I think, Detroit, if I ain't mistaken. So he playing at Eastern Michigan, but you go back to youth sports. Speaking of Imani Bates, go back to youth sports. A lot of coaches, if you got a standout kid that he's real good, you get a lot of coaches that praise these kids and don't hold them accountable for what they do. So as they get older, they getting all this praise, they getting all this praise, getting all this praise. They think they're above the law. They think they're above anything. They think they ain't got to learn and listen to do shit or what nobody say. And now you get in these type of situations. So when it comes to youth sports, we talked about this before, me and you, but I'm gonna bring it up again. When it comes to youth sports, you coaches, it is more about them getting that W and that record of I'm going such and such and O, or is it really about them coaching the kids up? Because when you as a coach, you're not coaching just to make a good player. You coaching for them in the real world, because everybody don't make it in sports. Everybody don't make it in sports. So you got to coach them up to like life lessons, stuff that's going to go on in the real world. It ain't just about football, baseball, or basketball. You got to coach them up. But some coaches get so caught up in the WL column that they don't see that, and they trying to live their life through that superstar kid. I can't stand those type of coaches. And we're going to have a guest come on next week to join us to talk about this. But I want to get your thoughts on it.
Man, I mean, you know what my thoughts are. It's always about trying to, I guess, transferable skill sets, right? Like I wonder how many athletes who struggle after sports, like really look back on their athletic career and look at, zoom out a little bit and look at the big picture. What were you actually doing? You were learning how to show up somewhere on time, be consistent, right? Team player. That means if someone is slacking, you picked up the slack, and hopefully they did the same for you, right? I mean, what are you actually doing? You're out there stretching, right? I mean, it's basically yoga. You're breathing, working on your breathing. It's all, meditation, basically, right? You're studying the playbook, so you're learning how to prepare for a week's worth of work. Like, there's so many transferable skill sets in sports and places like the military, even that we as athletes, like I said, we got to stop thinking about ourselves as we are football player, we are basketball player, we are star, we are whatever. Like, no, man, you are human, right? You're a person. Football and all the, sports is something you do, right? If you're a mechanical engineer, that's something you do. Like, what your personality is what we have to start working on, man. There are some people who you show up to practice and they'll, coaches ask, all right, who had top grade this week, right? Who has maintained their grades this week? Here is your prize. Now that's sort of incentivizes, like, okay, I can be a superstar on this field or court or whatever, but I'm also getting praise for what I'm doing in the classroom. Who stayed out of trouble this week? Good job. Like, it's just what we incentivize. But now everything has been so tied up into money and your brand, right? Not only the coach, right? Not only the players, but the parents are getting involved. You know what I mean? That's a tough thing to do, right? So because we still want to encourage our student athletes, our children, or whomever, still want to encourage them, but how do we balance that out with gentle correction as well? That's great, and right, that's great. Hey, man, you just did a 360 dunk. That's great, and you did well in class, man. Let's go get something to eat. We got to start blending some of those things in there and stitching that into the very fabrics of what makes a person, right? And then maybe you'll start to see less stories like this, where this guy who's got a lot of talent, but he is mismanaging it in such a way that he's just making it harder and harder for him, when the next chance comes.
I'm gonna touch on two things you talk about. When you go back to say we are more than just a football player, that was, and we've been friends for basically 25 years. So you knew, like, me coming up, that's all I thought of myself was as a football player. I knew nothing else. To say the least. Like, I mean, I'm saying it like I ain't down to myself, but that's all I knew. That was my ticket out. Football. And I never did have a plan B. Never did have a daggone plan B. It was always football. And I had two parents that stayed on me. It's other things out there, but I didn't know I had other talents. And you even brought out, you've caught some of my other talents in life. I didn't have a plan B until here just recently, way up in my 30s. Because it was always just football. But and you're right. So when we coaching these kids and stuff, we gotta let them know that it's more than just football. It's more than just basketball. It's more than just baseball. You can do other things in this world and still be successful. It ain't just got to be sports. As much as but I love sports, and I ain't gonna take it away. So we can get an athlete. You know, you get your kids or whatever to be good and go on to play college ball,
right.
And fortunately make pro. Yeah, that's good. But it's other things you can do out there, and you ain't just got to focus in on that. So that's what us as coaches got to step in and start teaching that, and then go into like somebody like Emoni Bates. Kid got all the talent in the world, man. All the talent in the daggone world. A baller, but then, you've been praised your whole life and thinking you don't do no wrong and you're above the law. Well, you're never going to be above the law. You're never going to be above the law. Now you're facing 3 felony counts at the age 18. Gun laws. That's going to follow you when you go to this NBA combine and stuff. They're going to look, but this kid because it's been more incidents of this. He ain't just got this, but he got like a juvenile background. I don't think they think about this. This stuff follow you. Going back to Josh Allen, they brung up some stuff that he did all the way back in high school. They going back and doing their research. So if you got any aspiration, young kids out there, young athletes are playing pro ball, your record is going to follow you. They're going to find out what you did. But it's for us as coaches to let them know we got to coach them up as better community leaders, better young men. Just not you just an athlete and you above the daggum law. And if your teacher greeted you through school, that ain't where it's at. Go in there and get in them books and learn. Getting greased through school ain't gonna help you if you do, get a scholarship and go to college, because them damn professors ain't gonna grease you through. The professors tough. Them professors tough. And then you got some professors that don't like athletes anyway because they think us athletes get such a pass anyway because we are athletes. So they're going to make it tough as hell on you anyway.
Which is wild, man, because it's not like that's not true, right? Athletes usually get some perks that other students aren't getting. But, think about the NCAA tournament. Some colleges make most of their money from the NCAA tournament. You know what I mean? With all the conference sharing of funds and, what they brought in. So that's crazy. That can make or break a university. Just one tournament from one sport, right? But again, we need to start worrying. Like, I wonder what this guy, right, Emoni Bates, I wonder who he surrounds himself with, or who he just happens to be around, right? Sometimes it's kind of out of your hand, right? What's his parents like? His father there? Is he involved? Right, in a positive way. Like, there's so many different variables that makes up a person like this, but it's such a juggernaut as far as money goes, right? It makes so much money. You daggone right. We're gonna let some people slide and skate on some stuff, right? Because we're making so much money off of this. Like, we're selling jerseys and stuff, and we don't have to split those profits with you at all. You know what I mean? And what does it matter? He's going to be gone, and then the next one up. That they've created such a great factory for young talent that you do not have to pay. That if they do mess up, you just chuck them and pull up the next one. It really doesn't matter, man. And it's a sad thing, but all we can do as parents and people who are mentoring young folks is try to get them to look past just what they do as far as sports. We're trying to help them along, figuring out who they are and what they value, and then put them on the right path to their goal, their personal goals.
Now, so we played. So my team out here, we played a team Sunday that was very.
Wait, what's y'all record? Y'all 2-0.
2-0, baby.
Yeah, I think.
But anyway,
so far there's only 2 teams that are 2-0 in the NFL. Kansas City Chiefs. And who's the other one? Come on, man.
What, 2 teams are 2-0? Shit, yeah. I don't even know who the other one is.
Miami Dolphins.
Hey, before hold on, we're gonna get on Dolphins, but man, so the team that we played Sunday was very, very less talented. That means it's a St. Louis team, but it was a startup team. And those coaches they had over there, I felt sorry for their players because their coaches. You could tell it was more about them trying to go out there and get a W than actually developing these kids. These kids didn't know what a split was. They didn't know how to get down in the 3-point stance. They was trying to go on 2 and couldn't even get the snap off. And you just steadily got the coaches yelling at the boys. First of all, these are 8-year-old kids, 7, 8-year-old kids, you know. If you're not coaching them at practice, these fundamentals, going through these drills and stuff, they're not just going to get it on Sundays. You got to work with them. And these coaches ain't working with these kids. And, you know, you smacking kids in the helmet and all that. Like, don't get mad at them. Be mad at your damn self. You get 2 hours to practice Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So instead of just going to team and scrimmage the whole time, no, you break off in groups. You break off in individual position groups, and you teach them the fundamentals of football. You teach them the swim move. You teach them the 3-point stand. You teach them the 4-point stand. You teach them the split as offensive lineman. You teach them as a defensive end to keep your outside arm free. You teach your receivers how to stop block. You teach your running backs how to properly take the ball on the handoff and don't try to take it like this. It's the small things like that in youth football that make a good team. And you got coaches not wanting to take the time out and do that. They rather load up their team with a bunch of talent because it's more about wins and losses and not about developing the kids. So when these kids get to middle school and everything, they so damn lost because you didn't get it. You can be an athlete at the age of 7 through 12 and dominate all day. But once you get up there with athletes, the one thing I tell my players, you can dominate right now, and some of the kids on the team you about 5 times better than, they're going to eventually catch up to you. You know, some kids are real talented early, but they never excel. So them other kids that were behind you, they're going to catch up with you. So you got to keep developing. You got to keep developing. You got to develop it. And you got a lot of youth coaches that go out there and they don't want to develop these kids. And it makes me so mad to see that shit. Like, our coaching staff, we were helping the team line up Sunday. We helped coaching their team to get lined up. They couldn't even get lined up, Gales. Wow. They couldn't even get their offensive line lined up correctly. So what the hell are y'all doing at practice?
Sounds like skipping steps. You know, and I mean, who knows how well prepared they are to actually coach. I know for us as athletes, like getting into that coaching realm, it was an eye opener, wasn't it? Boy, it made me respect our coaches that much more because, like, oh, I didn't know this is what it was, right? I feel like I could just talk football and, you know, here's what I used to do, try that, right? But it takes a lot of effort. I mean, just like anything else, the preparation that you put into it, that's going to affect how you're able to coach, which means that will be, you know, the snowball effect, right? That's going to fall into the kids, and then that's going to get into their mindsets and how they prepare, and then you get the results in the game. That's why I love sports so much, man. It's so telling. Even in boxing, you got 2 guys in there. One person get tired in the 3rd round. Well, guess what? That person didn't do enough training. Didn't do enough cardio. Didn't prepare as well. Right? So it's something that we do. We like to get to the glamorous parts, right? Like you watch social media, TV shows, movies, you know, they show you all the highlights, right? They don't show you all the little mundane stuff. They don't show, like, when's the last time you saw somebody in the movie, right, just brushing their teeth, right? Washing their face, brushing their teeth, getting dressed, all right, about to go out here. No, they show you all the highlights. So now people are in a rush to get to the highlights. I think that's why Tom Brady and people like him are able to be this successful for so long, because he's put in the work and he's patient. He knows that, all right, all I got to do is go through my progressions and make the best possible play. Didn't work. How come it didn't work? Okay, next time it'll be a little bit better. And you just keep making those small things, these small leaps, a little bit better over time, and then boom, you got a good game, a good drive, a good game, right? Then it's a good season. And then you finish strong, like, no telling what you do, right? But it's really important for, you know, the coaches and the kids and the parents. How come you didn't hand them the ball and you don't get a touchdown? Like, no. There are other things we got to set up first before that happens. There are other things we got to work on in practice, right? That you as the parent can work on when they're at home. There's so much, right? I think the biggest thing we got to stop doing is trying to put a big cushion around all of our kids. Right, we're trying to remove any kind of hurt, harm, danger, or any kind of bad feelings. And we're trying to protect them from everything, instead of teaching them how to deal with those things when they come up, whether it be sports or anything else.
Yeah, because you know, you have to even go from my son Josiah. Like he missed a crucial tackle in the game the other day, playing linebacker. He was right there, and he just missed the tackle. Though he knows diabetic, and he knew what he did wrong, and they picked up long yards. So I just came back. I told him, I said, that was your responsibility. That was your gap. You know what you did. Shook his head, yeah. Came back and made a tackle. I didn't have to jump all in him. He knew what he did wrong. And I'm like, that's you. If you're gonna be in this game, you got to make that tackle, or you go back to the sideline. You know? And like I said, I'm a defense coach. Josiah don't start. He's gonna have to earn that starting spot. And he's getting to the point that he's gonna earn. He'll be there by the season ending. But just because I'm your coach, don't mean that you're automatically gonna get that spot. You gotta earn it. You gotta go out there and work. And we get it. I see a lot of that. Fortunately for our coaching staff, is we got 8 coaches, in which out of 8, 7 of us got sons out there. There's no daddy ball at all. First time I've ever coached that I don't see no daddy ball at all. We all hold our sons accountable. But I've seen daddy ball. I've seen daddy ball from this age all the way up to daggum high school. I've seen it. You're not helping your son by doing that. Because when you get to that college level and you cannot have daddy by you, you're by yourself, and them coaches going to eat your ass alive. They don't care how much your daddy done let you play, what position you going to play. You're going to play where they put you at. And if you don't like it, that's cool. Because you know what? I got 3 or 4 other little 3, 4, 5-star players that want to play. You take your ass to the backseat to them. They going to play. And that's how it is. Daddy ball not going to get these kids nowhere. You know I ain't lying. It don't. It hurts you way before it help you. It hurts you way before it help you, to be honest. Because half of the kids who went through daddy ball, they don't even play past their junior or senior year because daddy ain't out there to put you on that field no more. So it don't help you. Like you said, hold your kids accountable. You miss a tackle, your ass held accountable. You're going to do some push-ups in practice or some sprints. You fumble that football, you're gonna do some sprints or some push-ups. You know, basketball, you blow a layup, you got some suicides to do. That's holding us accountable, especially like if you keep doing it over and over and over and we working on these repetitions, then you shouldn't be doing it. But you're doing it because some kids do it in their mind, oh, well, my daddy the coach, so I can go mess up because I'm still playing. No, it don't work like that. Especially if you play my team. I don't give you damn your dad on my coach staff. No, you mess up, you do it twice, you coming out. Go over there, sit on the sideline, think about it. That's how it should be. Unfortunately, that's not how it is in youth sports. Unfortunately, in youth sports, all the coaches ain't out there to coach and develop kids. They out there for their wins and losses to make their social media look good. Man, it's a group out here right now. It's a Facebook group. These coaches be in there. I kind of engaged in it, but I had to stop because my head coach got on me. We was in there talking all type shit preseason. But then I'm like, we going back and forth, but I'm like, it ain't about us. It's about them little boys. Them little boys, yeah, they like to win, but they like to go out there and mostly have fun because football is a kid's game. It's fun. A lot of us as coaches or parents, we take the fun out of it for them. When you see coaches trying to fight referees or parents trying to fight coaches, it take the fun out for the kids. So get it out of our head. It's not about us. We had our day. We had our day on the field, court, whatever we played. Now, if you got kids, little brothers, nephew, it's their turn. Let them have fun. Let them shine. I shine the days over. Let's develop them into good athletes and into good human beings in life.
I never understood it that way. Like I always understood it as the more the child shines, the more you shine, right? There's nothing wrong with sharing that together. You don't think Bronny has gotten a little bit of perks because of who his father is? Right now, they're shining together. And when it's Bronny's turn to do his own thing, you don't think LeBron James is going to be involved? Like, there's nothing wrong with the parents and the student athletes shining together, right? But if you try to make it only about you, that's where you get in trouble, right? Because
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I worded it wrong. You see a lot of dads try to make it about them. Well, my son good because I was good. No, actually, your son could probably be better than you if you leave his ass alone and let him play. Because I've seen it coaching, I've seen it just playing pickup ball, and you got that one dad And this kid is always looking to the sideline or looking to the bench. Not listening to the coach, but you listen to your parent. That's taken away from him. Let him be. Okay, like you say, okay, you can shine together, get some to shine, but it's about them. All right. Like Josiah 8, I'm 37. My days of ever touching a football field, like to mean something, is over with. So I want him to do his thing. And that's what it's about. Same for all the other little boys we got out there on the team. It's their turn, man. We had ours. I love coaching. I genuinely love coaching. I can care less if we go out there and be 0-8 or 8-0, long as they learn something and take it to the next year and they got better and they better as young kids. That's what the hell I give them about. I do like to win. I hate to lose.
I'm saying, don't you know what would be?
I do like to win. Man. I hate to lose.
Well,
but I'm not gonna pitch it. I'm not. What I'm saying, I ain't gonna pitch a damn fit if we lose a game. Now you get me out there playing.
They're playing well. They just got outmatched.
If you get me out there on the court or something and I lose, especially like downtown Jeremy Brown, I'm pissed off the rest of the day. But that's just me as the competitor. But when it comes to my little kids that I coach, it's about them. My ego is down. But when it comes to me going against downtown Jeremy Brown, my ego is up and I want to bust his ass every time.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, getting back to what we were talking about, what's his face? Emoni Bates. Right? I just wonder how many kids don't realize, because of the environment they're in, that sports or whatever it is not who they are, it's what they do. Right? But I really, really, really hope he starts to, pick up on some things and change who he's around. Because it's never too late. It is never too late. I mean, there are all kinds of people who found their passion and their dream situation when basically people say, oh, it's too late for you to have that. You should have done it in your 20s, your early 30s. All right, that's something I struggle with right now. Like, man, I feel like everything I could have done great should have happened already. And now, now it's about trying to, I guess, basically figure out, what my real passion is in my ideal situation, which I have that, right? And just being patient and work the process, right? Just work the process. You think about someone like Stan Lee, like how big are the Marvel movies now, right? Stan Lee didn't create his first hit till I think it was the Fantastic Four. That was in 1961. He was 38 at the time, I believe. 38 years old before he got his first big thing. And now it's turned into the billion-dollar industry that it is, man. So it's never too late. And kids, just remember, sports, music, whatever you're doing, it's not who you are, it's what you do. You need to make sure to couple that. But look, man, I'm going to let you have the last word. But I have one last question for you, which is, what has ears but cannot hear?
Hell, a snake? Shit, I don't know.
First of all, hey, the man. What has ears but cannot hear? How about a cornfield?
This dude do this shit to me every week, and I'm just stuck there, just stuck of his dad jokes. But I appreciate everybody who watched tonight. We got in deep on this youth sport things, and to people in our comments, if you got kids and anything, just let them know. We encourage. I know I do. I'm gonna encourage any kid to play a sport, but that ain't their lifeline to success in life. I'm 37 years old, and I really didn't have a plan B or find a passion outside of sport until I started doing this podcast and stuff. Now I have a passion for it. And it took me all the way to, I think I was 35. So you don't want to wait that long. But if you do, don't ever give up, because it's something else out there other than sports to make it if you don't make it. And us as parents, us as coaches, us as mentors, us as community leaders, we got to put this in these youth heads and try to not let them get lost in the streets if sports don't happen, because it's not very many that's going to make it like to the next level in sports. When I mean next level, I'm talking about pro. But it's other opportunities, especially nowadays, to make a successful life for yourself. So that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm challenging myself to do. That's what I'm going to challenge all of y'all to do. It was a great show tonight. Thank y'all for getting in the comments. We got special guests next week to continue this conversation. Peace and love. Holla in y'all.